fun little arbor. We are exploring Mohonk. Nothing fancy. There's a hedge maze that we're probably going to explore in a minute. Right now, just taking a nice casual stroll. Love that vine. We are at Mohonk Mountain House in New York State, about 90 miles north of New York City. Currently just exploring some of the many lovely gardens on the grounds. It is a bright, sunny, clear, and crisp fall day. Sky is so blue overhead it hurts to look into. If you look over in that direction and you were with us yesterday, you can see just a hint of the big weeping beech.
Oh, watch the sun.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be bright. I'll try not to blind you all. Now we're walking clearly into the sun, into the west. I'll warn you all, if you make comments right now, I cannot see my screen at all. It's just a big reflection of my face. So, I will sort of trust that I am aiming in the direction of all the cool stuff. Pampas grass. Not pompous grass, but still.
It's so pompous, look at it.
Quite extraordinary. Very regal.
Complimentary.
I think I'm just going to go back right into that and spare my eyes. We're going to go back into the cool shaded arbor. Oh yeah, so much better. This may lead to us exploring the hedge maze. So one of the striking things about the grounds here on Mohonk is all of these woodwork benches and gazebos and fences and structures. This one is actually one of the lesser impressive ones. Like, if you see these fences over here, like they used a lot of the natural wood and they just got creative with the patterns. And that similar construction is just everywhere. You know, handmade, loving hands taking what's around and constructing something that is visually appealing and interesting to the eye and invites exploration. The whole space is like that. And here we can see a little bit of the house. For anybody who follows this Periscope channel, if you know my background, you know I've been to the Stanley Hotel and I do ghost hunting and stuff. And while the Stanley Hotel in Colorado is often described as the inspiration for Stephen King's The Shining, I will say that this place, Mohonk Mountain House, really feels much more like what I would expect to be the Grand Overlook Hotel in that book. Yeah, this is just a fun retreat. It's a little on the pricey side for me to make it a writer's retreat every year, and even so, it's really hard not to find it inspiring. Like, just so many little interesting nuggets of things to look at. We were going through these gardens. There's extensive, like, little sections of herbs and edible flowers, many of which I suspect end up in our dinner at night. There's like little edible flowers dusted over the carrot cake that they do at a number of the other desserts. And for any of my pagan friends watching, that's a maypole that they've got smack in the middle, which is pretty cool. I haven't asked anyone to find out whether or not they know the pagan origins of the maypole. I'm sure that someone knowledgeable in the grounds could answer, but I really just prefer exploring right now. Now there are some people I can hear in the hedge maze, so we're just going to mosey around it for a little bit so that we don't violate anybody's privacy. I've been trying to not catch anybody's faces except my own or my Illyria's, who inevitably makes a ridiculous face when she has a camera pointed at her. I think it's self-defense. Oh, well, I guess we are at the hedge maze anyway.
That's a dead end over there, too. Yeah,
that's what happened.
it was a heavy, so watch the gates.
All right, I'm going to actually open this into a second periscope so that people who are looking for the hedge maze will actually be able to follow us. So I'm going to say goodbye for a moment, and I'll be right back up.